Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. Let's begin, Taurus. I wanted to talk about something that came up for you in your reading. This was well before I looked into your coffee cup, but I really wanted to point this out because it sort of had me thinking a lot about where your place is on this earth as we speak. Maybe it's to do with your emotional state. Maybe it's to do with the never-ending severing of ties. Maybe it's a whole lot of everything rolled into one. And this has so much to do with your mental state, the way you cope. You know, what's your coping mechanism? What is that? Is it to be still and remove yourself from society at times when you're feeling at peace with yourself? You could be feeling pressure from others, those around you, no matter what the feeling, no matter what the time of day, no matter where you are in the world. And this is part of what I was picking up on because I received a message about an image of you. And I'm going to explain that to you in a minute, but the feeling behind this image, it was really heavy. It was really dark. It was really, I don't want to say problematic. I want to say that you have it all under control, but how much can you actually take? And that's not to say that you can't keep it under control. That's not to say that you can't manage on your own, because you do just fine. But there is pressure surrounding this image that I received. So I'm just going to get into this image. I saw this, I see you standing in a very big open space, and what's around you it's really dark. It's almost as if you can imagine walking out onto a stage, perhaps an arena type environment where people perform, you know, an actual stage. And this is just the image, but it looks very much the same as the words I'm using to describe the area. So I'm using to describe the area that you've walked out onto. That stage is what I'm referring to. It's dark. You can see where you're walking because there is a little bit of light, enough for you to be able to see where you're walking, right? You're coming out into this space alone, and it is it's only lit up just that little bit, as I said. What really stood out for me, however, the most was the fact that you are walking out there alone and you have your head down. You have your hands in your pockets. And as you walk out, the message also comes through as, you know, you are fine. You're doing this on your own. And then out of nowhere, I'm seeing this yellow light. Now, the reason why this was so significant is because there is a part of you that is missing, a part of you that has known this for a really, really long time. And it doesn't matter the weather. You've always been able to show up. You've always been able to be present. You've always been able to cast a spell on anybody around you, so to speak, to make them believe that you're doing just fine. With regard to the image that I saw, you walk alone, but you're fine. And there's something rather masculine about this image. There's a lot of strength behind it as well. So, it took you a long time to come out of your shell. But once you got there, you could manifest anything your own way, whatever that is for you, or was, or still is, or will be in the future. You're still managing on your own, and you will forever be at peace in your own mind. You do things differently. You do things the way that they were set out to be done, whatever that is for you. So that is one of the key messages that I got. But the image was that strong that I could not leave it out of your reading. So that came up before I'd even looked into your coffee cup. What I see in your coffee cup is that your creativity is lacking this week, but there's nothing here that really screams out to me as though you need somebody to help you this week. You're going to be noticing a lot of your money is missing. Take care of your money. Don't drop your wallet if you carry one around. Try to be very vigilant. Try to be in charge. Be in control. If you already are in control, be more in control in other areas that you could be lacking. There is something about footsteps. I'm getting a message about footsteps, taking better care of your feet, the foot area. Watch where you're stepping, what you're stepping into. Watching every step that you take, trips, falls, things of that nature are likely to happen if you're not careful about where you take your next step. What I'm also seeing for you is in your cup is that this week is going to be huge. You could be reminiscing about a specific person. You could also have doubts about a decision you made about this person, maybe over a year ago. You're thinking about something that you did previously in regards to this person that you're kind of maybe regretting. Maybe you want to reach out to this person because you know that it would serve you well, and it would. But when you had made that decision some time ago, you probably didn't think anything of it back then. Now you're kind of regretful. Never a bad thing. I mean, we all feel different things. We go through our own experiences, and so that was your decision at the time. So be it. Obviously, it's okay to, if a decision was made at a particular time in your life and you thought it was best then at that time, maybe it was. Maybe that was okay. But I do see you revisiting your past. There's somebody that you're thinking about, thinking to contact. It may prove to be a little bit difficult to get through to them, so you tell yourself. But I dare say that it's not as hard as you think. If you dig a little deeper, you might just find something to help you along. Now, a lot of emotions are coming out of you this week. It's about really taking everything, releasing everything, and just putting everything out there for people to see, to notice you. This is not got anything. This has got nothing to do with you wanting or needing the attention of others. This is specifically you laying it out on the table. You're being clear about your intentions. You want what you want, and you want it now. For example, that may be one of the ways that you approach your week ahead, and it's you at your finest. Is you being really strong, showing great strength. Your week is looking amazing, so keep it up. Keep that. Stick with that. What works best for you? What is your intention this week, and how can you make ends meet? Thank you, Taurus.